This is an aerial view of the motorcade route, showing the motorcade as we slowly moved along through the streets of San Antonio. Here we
As you can see, I am thanked at the end of this program.
As far as being someplace that it might have a sniper, you had to make sure all the windows were closed and have somebody to guard that building. We didn't have that kind of people, so we had to go like to the Fort Worth Police Department. I'll never forget, I worked with Chief Hightower.
Hightower, yeah.
Oh, what a great guy he was. But anyhow, I went to him and I said, Chief, I got a problem and you're gonna have to help me. And I told him what it was. He said, yeah, we've got a problem. And so anyway, but Chief Hightower helped me, and he gave me a couple of guys to work with me while we were doing the advance there in Fort Worth. We had 3 agents assigned here. Bill Duncan, who was out of Colorado, was assigned to the White House temporary at the time, and so they sent him down. He was an excellent advance man for anybody. And so he came down, and he brought a man with him, Ned Hall, and myself, and we were the Fort Worth team. And so here we hit this. Well, the first thing, Bill Duncan knew that I had been in law enforcement here and that I worked this area. He said, you're in charge of the law enforcement liaison. Everything that has to do with law enforcement and protecting them as far as law enforcement is concerned, you're in charge of it. You use what people you need to. You go to each and every police department, and I did. I went to every police department in Tarrant County, every one of them. And I'm talking about Lake Worth, Benbrook, Saginaw, all of them around, North Richland Hills, Hearst, Manfield. I had every police department in the county online, ready to go. I used the sheriff's department, which was Lon Evans, the sheriff then, and I even used their sheriff's posse, which was a mounted group at the time. And I know one of the pictures that we have when President Kennedy came out into the parking lot and made a speech on the morning of the 22nd. There, you see this guy on horseback back there. Well, we had those guys. I had them lined all the way to Carswell Air Base. I had one of those guys on horseback somewhere at an overpass or an underpass, one way or the other. So we used everything that we could get. You're not going to believe this, but we even used the Boy Scouts. We used Boy Scout troops at that time. After we got them loaded, I was the last person to get in a car. And I had the car was rolling, and I had the back door open, and I jumped in the lead car. And so we went on out to Carswell. But on the way out there, as I told you, I had these people on horseback, these deputy sheriffs out there along the road, and they were standing underneath the overpass and on top of the overpass in order to see that there's nobody could get around there that could get under it or over it or whatever.
For firing the shot. It's most unusual, incidentally, that such a thing could happen because of the unusually tight security measures that are ordinarily taken by the Secret Service who guard the president. And normally, any vantage point, a rooftop, and windows which command a parade route are carefully scrutinized and carefully guarded, and men are usually posted on rooftops along a parade route, particularly if there is any reason at all to suppose that there might be someone in the area who would have such ideas as assassination in his mind regarding the president. These precautions, of course, are taken by the Secret Service for all presidents, as they have been for many years. for firing the shot. It's most unusual, incidentally, that such a thing could happen because of the unusually tight security measures that are ordinarily taken by the Secret Service who guard the president. And normally, any vantage point, a rooftop, and windows which command a parade route are carefully scrutinized and carefully guarded, and men are usually posted on rooftops along a parade route, particularly if there is any reason at all to suppose that there might be someone in the area who would have such ideas as assassination in his mind regarding the president. These precautions, of course, are taken by the Secret Service for all presidents, as they have been for many years.